Sam Hubbard is gonna call it quits with the Cincinnati Bengals. A lot of talk about Sam being released, and now Sam Hubbard coming out with his retirement. I would imagine, can't assume, can't speculate. I'd imagine it was a talk with the Bengals, like, hey, we're gonna consider releasing you. Sam Hubbard saying, hey, I just want to retire. You know, I want my career to be remembered as a Bengal. I want my career to be remembered as Cincinnati. You know, the Cincinnati boy. Very much valuing, very much appreciating his time here. And as we know, the injuries last season kind of affecting him. And that might be something he's thinking about too. It's like, hey, well, I never really fully recovered from any of the injuries I was having. I still ended the season, you know, dealing with problems. Maybe it's time to hang him up. I want to leave on top. I don't want to leave where I'm, you know, limping off the field. And I want to leaving a message in Cincinnati. That being ended, you know, ends his career. He's got the touchdown. The fumble and the fumble in the jungle. What the heck did I just see them call that? The Hubbard yard dash. That's what it was. The Hubbard yard dash. You know, big memories for Sam Hubbard. One of the things I'll never forget. Again, the way you see this guy give back to his city. I remember, and man, this is a few years ago now. I remember seeing him do an interview, and it was on it was a relatively small, if you want to call it up and coming at the time, local Bengals podcast where, you know, fans do it, and they did a great job. You know, they did a good podcast, but you know, it is, you know, everybody's got to start somewhere. You're gonna start, everybody's start somewhere before you build the fan base. And it's like, Sam Hubbard, they had Sam Hubbard pop on the show and do some stuff. It's like, wow, never in a million years do I imagine myself being in a position to call a Bengals player up and be like, oh, okay, we'll do that, you know. But it's like just seeing him do small things like that, where it's like giving back to the community. There was nothing in it for him. It wasn't going to be a huge publicity thing, but to see him just kind of give it back to the Cincinnati, the Bengals community, I love that. Shows you who he is as a person, how much he values his team, how much he values his city. And I feel like, again, he did his very best. There's a lot of, we always talk about, you know, we make it seem so easy on paper, like cut this guy, keep this guy. What's he bring to the table? What doesn't he bring to the table? Is he declining? Is he inclining? Is he valuable enough to keep? You know, for us, it's very easy because it's a business, it's a game. You're trying to get the best, but at the same time, you kind of have to gotta remember these are people. You gotta remember they're people, and the good times that Sam Hubbard did bring, the value that he did bring. Of course, we're always, you know, striving for excellence, and we know that Sam Hubbard wasn't your premier pass rusher, but he was. There was a time where Sam Hubbard, there was a very, very important role for him on this team. You would have loved to see more dominant pass rushers. But there is a very good need for run stoppers. Sam Hubbard was excellent at stopping the run in his prime. He brought some great value to this team. Again, brought some great memories. And there was some sparks in there with him in the pass rush game. Wish you would have, again, seen some more. I think we would have really, really, really appreciated him more if you had that rotation in defensive line, just because he would have been able to strive at what he does. Meanwhile, complementing that with another player that strives at what they do. Nonetheless, though, yeah, I think it's kind of disappointing. Like I say, there's not a lot of times where I stop and think like, well, that's kind of sad to see a man go. You know, even though we've talked about it now for weeks, for months, you gotta release Sam Hubbard this offseason. But like, now to see him actually go, it's like, man, this guy brought some great times to Cincinnati, and for that, I think I speak for most of us when I say, Sam, we very, very much appreciate the memories and the time you brought to Cincinnati. Thank you for everything. As for this video, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.